Welcome back, everybody, to Synalytics Crypto. My name is Mike. Thank you for being with me here again today. It is Friday, I don't even know the date today, the 6th of August. And I've got a crypto hidden gem for you guys, and you're going to see why I still think this is a hidden gem, even though it's not as hidden as some of the other gems. Not to say that we're getting towards that season yet, but I will say this. The bulls want to run. The cryptocurrency bulls really just want to go on a tear, and I think they're going to. The only thing holding us back right now for the meantime is this whole senator war that we're having. We got some senators that want to just completely stifle cryptocurrency in America, and we've got some who are like, no, we can't do that. We're going to have to battle this out. So that battle is taking place right now. That's not what this video is about. If you want information on that, LEO Trades just made a great and very informative video about exactly what's going on. Most of you probably already know that because most of us, well, we're supposed to be following the news anyway, at least the news that matters, because right now things are still driven by FUD and fear, unfortunately, and also the lure of insanity. When things start to really go big, people really get big eyes, and we've got to be able to see in the middle of these kinds of things. So we're going to get to that crypto gem in just a minute, but before we get into that, I want to talk about why the bulls want to run, because basically Bitcoin now has broken through the $40,000 mark, the 41, the 42. It even touched $43,000 today. That's a very good sign. A lot of people are saying that it's just really ready to run. But I think what it has a lot to do with right now is Ethereum, you guys. The EIP 1559 fork was a great success. This obviously was not a buy the rumor, sell the news type of event, or that would have already taken place. We know that millions and millions of dollars of Ethereum have already been burnt through this process, and it's a really, really good thing. So Ethereum has really jumped up. I've always been a fan of Ethereum, but it's really up there now. Very, very solid. Most people think that Ethereum will outpace Bitcoin. So if that truly does come into play, if Bitcoin's going on a run and Ethereum's kind of running beside it but kind of leading the pack, great news for the altcoin market, you guys. We know that Bitcoin is the primary signal of health in this market, but Ethereum also is the primary signal for the altcoin market, because basically at this point, as well as some of the competitors are doing, Ethereum, it's all being done on Ethereum, you guys. The DeFi space, the NFTs, which is still absolutely blowing up. By the way, I did buy my first NFT ever. I'll probably talk about that in another video. I'm going to start diving a little bit into the NFT marketplace because I've been learning a lot. It's kind of overwhelming, but gosh, man, what a time to take advantage of what's going on in the NFT market space. So yeah, we're looking pretty healthy, you guys. If we can get past this whole bill, I don't think that the dark side of this bill is going to get passed right away, and just understand that even if it does, it's not the end of the world, because it's not going to go into effect until 2023, and there's going to be some revisions made along the way to that. So like I said, there's a battle taking place right now. It's very, very important. The only thing holding this bull run from continuing to just run the streets of Spain here is the fact that this whole US thing is going on. But since I've made my last video, you guys, the market cap has jumped over $100 billion. That was just a couple days ago. So there's proof. There's volume coming in. The volume has jumped from like 24 million on 24-hour volume for Bitcoin over the past couple days, all the way to 40 billion, sorry. There's speculation that a lot of major corporations are still starting to pile in to the crypto space, which is smart. I think that's why they create the FUD in the first place, so they can get their entry points. I mean, we were at just $30,000 not that long ago. Bitcoin is doing very, very well. Ethereum doing well. Some of the top tenors doing well, and some of them doing really well. Look at Polkadot and look at Uniswap. I mean, this is a sign of a healthy market, and a market that wants to absolutely continue on the bull run. So let's hope for those kinds of things. Don't hold your breath right now. Don't get too caught up in the news that's going on, because these things are all like everything else. It's going to be all settled. When the dust settles, everything's going to be fine, in my personal opinion. So I'm going to be making more videos on some of the cryptocurrencies that I'm invested in, or ones that I'm looking at. I will always give you guys full disclosure whether I hold these particular items or not. Please keep in mind always, you guys, I never ask for anything from my subscribers. I'm not selling anything. I'm not asking you to send me any money. I certainly am not taking any sponsorship videos, you guys. So when I do a review on a project, it's because I'm usually invested in that project, or I'm going to invest in that project, or I really think that there's something good about that project that I personally have found out myself. So let's get on with it, you guys. Before we do that, the only thing I do ask is that you give me a thumbs up, and if you could really just take a few extra seconds and give some comments below, because that generates algorithms, and that's how we get videos like mine out there. Informative, non-biased videos, ones where, you know, like I said, I'm not selling anything, so certainly would never tell you to go click my Bybit link so you can lose all your money, and I can make money whether you win or lose. Very, very disastrous. I had a person in one of the comments of the video I made a couple days ago ask me if I'm still going to make the video kind of uncovering and maybe even exposing some of the major cryptocurrency YouTubers and how they play a role in the FUD cycles that go on and the euphoria cycles that go on. So yes, I am still planning on making that video, and I do believe that I have the right to do that because I'm not one of them. I'm just trying to give good information for you guys because I love the cryptocurrency space and I love people to have their freedom, and that's what is at risk right now, the freedom for us to transact outside the banking system. So yes, there is a war going on. I've said enough. Let's get into that crypto hidden gem. This is not a deep dive. I do want you guys to do your own research. I just happened to already invest in this project when it was a little higher than it is right now, but I still believe in this project. I think it's going to make a huge comeback. Do you guys remember Trias token? Do you remember at all when Trias token was just the bee's knees? Everybody was talking about Trias. It was so hyped. It was so hyped. In fact, it was so overhyped that it took a fat spill. When the market dies down like it has been over the past couple of months, a lot of tokens that don't have their infrastructure, they haven't had their momentum going yet, they're not listed on a ton of exchanges, they do suffer. But that doesn't mean it's a bad project. It just means that they can't hold up to the liquidity crisis that is created when things are going on the way down. But Trias token, you guys, a friend of mine that I met in Tulum when I was back there in April and May. What up, Nicholas? How you doing, bro? Super cool guy from Germany. He kind of turned me on to this, and I ended up buying some. In fact, my entry point in Trias token was just a little over $10. So not too far underwater in this project at all. In fact, I really wish I would have picked some up because we're going to look at the charts right now. It went down pretty low, but at that time, I really wasn't doing any trading. I wanted to see how the market was going to shape up, and it looks like it's starting to shape up pretty well here. So it might be time to start doing some trading again, and certainly talking more about cryptocurrencies that I think are going to be very, very well and worth looking at. So before we get into the chart, let's take a look at what's going on here. So the market cap, you guys, $32 million. Not a huge market cap, great, room for growth. Trading volume, under 12 million, but hey, that's about a third of what the market cap is. So that's good. We do have some trading volume action on this. The circulating supply is 5 million, the total supply is 10 million. So 50% of it's already out. This isn't one of those new tokens that's just came on the interwebs and put on a Uniswap V2 or V3, and that there's only 5, 8, 10% of the total allocation that's been released to the public. I do typically like to see things with at least 50% or more already released. So again, this is going to be a DYOR project. If any of you know about Trias, or if you've invested in Trias, or if you were in and out or back into Trias, please leave comments below because I need to learn more about this project just like you guys do. I just simply want to bring it to your attention. So let's take a look at the 24-hour. The chart, you know, down about $5 here. It got to a peak of right around $7 almost, and the action's pretty good, you guys. The action's pretty good. It's kind of trading sideways now, accumulating, but what I really want to pull up here and what I want to show you guys is not that long ago, just we'll look at the 90-day chart here. Not that long ago, Trias token was touching $30. Over $30. It was about 31.26 at its all-time high. It's saying right here. I think it actually got a little bit higher than that, but this chart doesn't always show those kinds of things because different exchanges and everything. But look at the fall off. Look at the fall from grace here at $30 all the way down. Look at the bottom here, you guys. I could have been scooping this up for $2.70, $2.60, $2.50. I really wish I would have done that at that time. Hindsight is always 20/20. It's easy to look back and say, I wish I coulda, shoulda, woulda. But I would love to have get my cost average down on that, because at over $10, I gotta wait for this thing to make a comeback. I'm not gonna be pulling out. I didn't get into this so I could, you know, hold on to it for several months and then just get my money back. I do believe this project is going to fly when the bulls continue to run. Let's take a look at the exchange list here, you guys. The good thing, it's on KuCoin. KuCoin, you guys, KuCoin's becoming my favorite trading platform. It's so user friendly. They've got so many options. It's just a really, really great place to be. So I don't have any affiliate links or anything. Like I said, I'm not trying to sell anybody anything, but if you're looking for a place to go and you're tired of Coinbase, you're tired of Binance US, you're tired of whatever, you know, exchange you're using, Pancake Swap and Uniswap, they're great and everything, but there's a learning curve involved in that. KuCoin has an offering of many tokens that you want to get into, and you kind of want to get into them early before they start to get onto more platforms. So this is good. There's room to grow for this particular project simply in what it's going to be listed on. I do believe at one point it will be listed on some more exchanges coming up. All-time high 3170, market cap rank 591. We'll look at the 7-day low and the 7-day high. It's basically almost doubled. Almost, well, maybe not quite doubled, but you can see this is the kind of action you want to see when the bulls start to continue, because if this just flatlined and stayed flatlined and nobody really cared about this project anymore, it wouldn't be doing these kinds of numbers. There are many projects that have a lot of signs of massive potential growth as the cryptocurrency market begins to come back to its senses and really does want to grow and really does want to continue on with the bull run that we have. So taking a look at projects like this, great. And that's what we're doing today. So why don't we go check out their website? Very nice website, actually. There's a lot here. This is a very robust project with a lot of lofty goals. I don't really know who would be in competition with them. Like I said, I didn't even get a chance to do my own super deep research onto this. I kind of was going on a tip, and I kind of was just realizing that the hype had died down. I just don't like to buy cryptocurrencies right at the top. I watched Trias. I watched it explode from literally nothing to over $30, and I thought, well, that's not a good time to get in. But when I saw this thing drop down to just over $10, I thought I'll take a little punt on it. So not over invested in it, but gosh, so much going on here. You can navigate this website yourself. I'm not telling you to invest. I'm not telling you not to invest, because I'm not a financial advisor. But be aware of this. Be aware of this, and remember this video. When Trias reaches new all-time highs, in my opinion, like I think it's going to do, I think we're all going to be happy if we can get in at some of the prices that have been presenting themselves in the last couple weeks, and even so on and so forth into today. So Trias, in a nutshell, trustworthy and reliable, intelligent, autonomous system. I suppose that's where you get Trias from. I do like the name, by the way. I like the name, like the logo. Trias is a full stack, decentralized, trusted cloud infrastructure and ecosystem for all scale, general purpose, and enterprise-ready applications. That's a mouthful. With a fine and delicate design, a talented and solid team, with top academic and industrial background, a complex of enterprise products, and solutions, and a sophisticated and sustainable token economy. Trias is fueling industrial clients' innovation globally. Hate to say it, but I actually do think this is a Chinese program, but we've seen that some of those Chinese programs, especially when they're approved by the government, can do very, very well. Just because China has shut down BTC mining doesn't mean that they've got plans to do their own thing. So I don't know if that's a warning for you, or I don't know if that's the kind of thing that would scare you out of it. That's why we do our own research here, you guys. The vision, Trias aims to solve the core trust issues. With Trias, we can root trust into machines and affirm assurance that the machines will deterministically, I've never heard that word in my life, do what they are told to do. So the team, you guys, this is a huge team. Look at the team statistics here. 70 plus team members. There's this token's being worked on. This project's being worked on. 50 plus engineers, 20 plus PhD and master graduates. Third centers, we got Beijing. Yeah, looks like, this is where the Chinese connection starts to come in, and Tokyo as well. 40 plus patent pending. So I don't know what kind of patents they got going on, but they obviously have something special here, because you don't just get a patent without having something kind of unique to go and seek a patent for. So there's a lot of sources on this. You can go to the GitHub, you can go to the Telegram, you can go to Twitter, all of these things. It goes on and on. Architecture, product and solution. We got use cases and clients. I mean, there's just a ton of information to digest on this particular project, and that was only one button that we clicked here. So while we're at it, though, let's take a look at the token allocation, because these are the kinds of things that I do like to know. Like I said earlier, the fact that 50% of this token is already out to the public, that's a good sign. So the public investors, 6%, the seed investors, 8%, the foundation, 20%, ecosystem, 13%, team, 10%, early supporters, 10%, mining, 30%, great. Marketing, 3%. Seed sale unlock. All tokens for seed sale have been released. There is no private sale. Ding, ding, ding. Checking boxes. Winner, winner, winner. Very, very good. Token release schedule. So we're looking at, another couple years at least before 100% of this is in circulation. So it looks like it's kind of trickling slowly. There's obviously an upgrade slant with when they're being released, but that's the way tokenomics work. You just don't want to get into a project where basically the people who created the project they're holding on to the majority of it so that they can drive the price up and dump on. We have all seen what happens with projects like that. So very robust roadmap. Perhaps maybe I'll deep dive into that later at some point. There's all kinds of information. This is not a rug pull. This is not a pump and dump project. In this day and age in crypto, that in itself has value, because we all see how many times a project promises the moon and it's got all this hype behind it, and then they pay all the freaking YouTubers to just shill the crap out of their project, and then all of a sudden, boom, they're gone one day, right? That's not this project. I don't invest in those projects. I am proud to say that if all of the tampering and tinkering I've done in the cryptocurrency space, in these projects that come out on Uniswap and all that, I've never been rug pulled, because I just kind of have this little scent about me where I'm like, I don't know about this project, and I don't know about that project, and that's good, because nobody wants to it just leaves you with a sick feeling. I hate it. I think it's one of the worst things about this particular space that we're in, and why there does need to be some regulation, you guys. There does need to be some sort of cryptocurrency regulation. We just got to find a medium on that. So beyond that, you guys, take a deep dive. Let me know in the comments below what you see. Take a look at this website so I don't have to read all this stuff to you, because you're better off just reading it yourself anyway. And you can see this isn't just a nothing project. I think this thing's going to rock it. Anyways, yeah, I think I've said enough. Again, shout out to you, my friend, Nicholas. Thank you so much for showing me this project. I'm sorry it took me so long to make this video, but the truth is, I don't like to put information out until I really have at least done some sort of research. Just because I buy something, I certainly don't ever want to be the kind of YouTuber who, or at least is accused of buying a project and then going and shilling it out. I mean, my community is not even big enough to do those kinds of things. And even if it would be, you guys, I would never conduct myself in that manner. So this is not what I'm trying to do. But this definitely needs to be exposed. This definitely needs to be kept an eye on, because I see big things. Let's go back here before I end this video, you guys, to where we're at. There's a couple other mentionables, honorable mentions. I think I mentioned a few in last time, the video that I made a couple days ago. Also, you guys, keep an eye on Solana. I don't even have any Solana. It's hard for me to continue to, every single time I look at Solana, I want to start buying it, and every single time I don't, and every single time I'm like, gosh, I could have got onto that for $5. I could have been in there for $15. I could have been there for $20. Now it's at, an all-time high basically of almost $40, and there's a lot going on with that. Chainlink, I mentioned the other day, it was kind of an early runner to this. I don't think we're going to stop with Chainlink. I think if you keep an eye on that, you're going to see that there's a lot of things that Chainlink kind of preludes to when we do start to enter bull runs. ICP, Internet Computer. A lot of people hate this project, you guys. I just think they don't understand it. Look, I don't even understand it. Funny thing about Internet Computer is I bought a little bit of ICP at the same time that I bought some Trias. I bought them on the same day. Needless to say, ICP has gone down from my buy point of $177 all the way down to $52, but I didn't buy a lot of it, so it's not a big deal. But if you can see, this thing kind of moves in waves. I mean, when it goes down, it goes down. When it starts to run, it starts to run. A 25% uptick is there's a reason for this. This is a very big project, one that is also trying to tackle things that could be hard to tackle, but if they do, we're talking about some serious stuff here. And one more thing, Polygon, y'all know that I love Polygon. They're continuing to crush the market. They are making partnerships upon partnerships. They are really integrating themselves very deeply into being a necessity for cryptocurrency and a lot of the things that are going on, because of the cheaper amount of trades you can be doing. And we're looking good here, guys. Terra Luna absolutely blew up. 35% jump over the last 7 days. Terra Luna, solid project. I remember the all-time high was over $20. I know that, so it could be a good time to DCA to Terra. I don't really want to go down too much further. Aave, of course, the #1 DeFi project, basically, which I believe made the switch from Ethereum to none other than Polygon. So things are good, guys, but once again, it's all about Bitcoin. It's all about Ethereum. We're cracking. We're looking good. Hey, appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Share my videos. Share the content, give me the like, give me the thumbs up and the subscribe, and leave some comments, and I'll be seeing you soon. I'm going to take off a day tomorrow because tomorrow is the Sabbath, and I will be celebrating the Sabbath and enjoying it. It is my day of rest that God has created for us to take part in, and I really enjoy it, and I really look forward to it every week. So that's why a lot of times I don't make those videos on those particular days. So hey, peace and love and joy. Be kind to each other, and let's just think positively. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Peace.